I need to get my hair cut before we go to Auschwitz.
What?
I need to get my hair cut before we go to Krakow.
Auschwitz?
Yeah, because we're going to Auschwitz in Krakow.
For your birthday?
Yeah.
You're going to Auschwitz for your birthday?
Yeah. No.
Dude,
I wanna
that's
go.
probably what they told them. Is it?
I don't want to do this recording already. I got you to do it now. I don't want to. If this is it, Jesus Christ, you're talking shit again. Listen, last week there was too much. The last episode, sorry, that we spoke about, there was talk about too much diddling. All right.
Okay.
So, and did I tell you that a guy commented underneath it just going annoying?
Yeah.
And I just put a question. I didn't respond after that little bitch. So no more talk of diddling.
Okay.
We'll see how long we can keep that promise. Okay. Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jake, this is Charlie, and today we're reacting to Season 2, Episode 4 of Doctor Who. So welcome to the channel. So Charlie has not seen any of Doctor Who. I have. Last week we watched School Reunion, which was about, it was Sarah Jane was back with K9 the metal dog. Rose and her were sort of at each other because then the Doctor also we got confirmed that he's a bit of a bastard, bit of a player. But you enjoyed the episode. There was some controversy to do with the fact that I thought he wasn't going to enjoy it, and I don't necessarily enjoy that episode too much. I enjoy it. I find a lot of it cringy. But it's actually the opposite. You actually enjoyed it better than
Most episodes.
Yeah, most episodes as well. We'll have to see it go, but that's good. So we're last episode, I think you put Rose on like the annoying Rose scale. I think she was on a 4.
Yeah, she wasn't that.
Yeah, she wasn't
high.
that bad. Yeah, so that's where we left it on that one. So this next episode it is written by Stephen Moffat, who wrote the episodes. Are You My Mummy?
Yeah.
He wrote those ones. And that's it. It's called. I'll explain.
Do they not have the same writers for every episode?
No. So Russell T Davies, he's the showrunner, and he will keep it going, and he'll make the whole series arc and stuff like that. But you'll get specific writers in. They do it on all shows. They get specific writers in to write each script, unless you're the sole creator of it. Like Ricky Gervais, for example. That's the first one that popped in my head. Sole creator. David Chase for Sopranos. All that stuff. They're the sole, and Vince Gill. No. I think Vince Gilligan brought people in for Breaking Bad. Either way, so that's what. So he's the writer for this one, and I don't think there's much else that we can talk to. So it's been probably, when did we do that reaction? That's been about 3 weeks now. So that's enough to get Doctor Who out of your system. Now let's put that bitch back in there. You ready? Let's do this. Okay. So we're gonna jump into this reaction, guys. We hope that he enjoys this episode, and we hope you enjoy this reaction. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. That'll be great. But other than that, we'll see you on the other side. You're getting so much better.
I know.
You've been practicing for 3 weeks. Good for you.
I was building myself up for that. I was like, he's gonna do it in a second. I was looking at where the
No,
camera is like this.
I could see you looking, going I saw your arm twitch and everything.
Does it always start with something? Oh no, it does.
It does, yeah.
I got confused. I thought the intro always comes first.
Stephen.
I fucking love you, man!
Brilliant, I got a spaceship on my first go.
It's kind of abandoned.
You just came out of a spaceship. Just saying. Just saying.
Well, nothing dangerous. You know what, I'll just have a quick scan. In case anything dangerous.
Anything you like?
You're so realistic.
Yeah, me and some cowboy.
Yeah, someone's cooking.
Sunday roast, definitely.
An 18th century French fireplace. Where you are at the moment, Renette?
In my bedroom?
What happened to the quality?
Oh right. Okay.
But also, what were you gonna say?
Did he say? What did he say? 15th century.
18th century.
18th century France.
Yeah.
She speaks lovely British English. Sorry.
And what does the TARDIS do?
Does it translate? Ah.
Yeah.
They're not in the TARDIS though.
No, but it's one of those things that it was like a. Oh, let me just get this up here. Yeah. So, I think what is the way they cheat is that because when you're part of the TARDIS or when you're part of a friend of the Doctor's, the TARDIS automatically it just gets inside your head and translates it for you. It's whatever they've made it to be,
Yeah.
so it helps the story. But yeah, no, I'd get don't try and find logic in this. With the show, they can literally change whatever they wanted to do it.
Monsieur, what are you doing in my fireplace?
No, it's just a routine.
That's something that winds me up sometimes when they do this translation thing, but then they still keep certain words in that language. Like, you fucking bastards.
It's a bit spatio-temporal hyperlink.
What's that?
No idea. Just made it up. I want to say magic door.
And on the other side of that's the TARDIS translates for you.
Even French?
Yep.
Even like, it's difficult as fuck.
Then what's that?
Ah!
That's not a clock.
You shit yourself.
Not yet. You are incomplete.
Incomplete? What does that mean, incomplete?
What do monsters have nightmares about?
Well,
Oh, let me play it.
it's alien fire extinguisher.
Is it just like
Right. So if in the time, do you know how it was months or weeks, whatever it
Yeah.
was? How come it wasn't months or weeks for them before he came back?
Because he says there's a loose connection. Time is running correct for them. This passageway which they are connected to as the door, like his doorway. He said there's a loose connection or something. That's why time is working different. So it's working fine for them on this side. On that side, time is you don't know. You can't work out the time. So again, does that kind of make it? Because it's like there is like certain planets and stuff like that where planets and universes of that where time will work. It does work different. Like it just how it does work. It's just so when people come to that when they want to make it, they just sort of will then go, oh, on this planet there's only 4 hours in the day, and like it's the whole thing.
Trip to France?
Oh, you are beautiful.
Space age clockwork, I love it. I've got chills. I mean this from the heart. It would be an act of vandalism to disassemble you. But that won't stop me.
Actually saw an edit of Rose on my TikTok. For some reason, I got a Doctor Who edit on my TikTok, and it was
it like a fan reel?
yeah, I think so. It was her and I'm guessing a future one as well. I think she had glasses, or I can't really remember. It was a few weeks ago. Like I think she was redhead or something.
Right.
Maybe she wasn't. I don't know. But I went into the comments. I was like, yes, some Rose Slaughter. Hopefully,
The lover.
Oh my god.
No, the love for they have
my
her.
favorite Rose.
Oh, I honestly God, I refuse to go into those comments anymore. Again, love Billie Piper as an actress and as a human being, but the character role Rose, and no, she does have her moments. She really does, but she's got a fucking stranglehold on the fandom. Her and Tennant have got like the fandom from that my generation really, but also but like just like that now like even the people every now people haven't watched it in 10 years. Oh, the Tennant and the 10 and Rose were the best. I'm like, oh, have you watched 11, 12 and 13? No. Of course not. But they're still the best. It's like fucking idiots. And did you watch Eccleston? No, of course not.
I saw someone on the street, again on TikTok as well, go up to Tennant just in the middle of the street and just go, oh bruv, I'm a huge fan of you. And he just goes, oh really? Oh thanks. And says like something really nice and just takes a photo with him. He didn't even need to ask.
Oh, well, Tennant just did the photo, yeah.
Tennant just leaned in like this.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, because the fandom that is Doctor Who, especially is Doctor Who, is that it's so, I don't want to say aggressive, but they're so sort of like, oh my god, I love you. It sort of like comes part and parcel that you sort of like kind of have to be nice to the fans. So him, Smith, all the Eccleston was the only one that wasn't really doing stuff because of the whole thing with it, but now he's starting to do stuff again. But yeah, all of them have been like sort of like you have to sort of. But I do feel so because sometimes you can just think imagine they try and go for a shit. And then you just have someone slide it. Yeah, that as well. Yeah, but someone sliding underneath the cubicle asking for a photo.
Have to look for it.
Oh, she's being annoying already.
Now you get it.
He's barely through the fireplace and she's flirting with another man.
It's customary, I think, to have an imaginary friend only during one's childhood. You are to be
Goodness, how you've grown.
You do not appear to have aged a single day.
Wait,
What?
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 What did I say? Rewind it.
Oh, you want to know what he's saying?
Yeah.
Oh, it's her.
No, not who's saying it. What you just said. It sounded like he said.
Possum.
Possum.
Fantastic gardener. Who the hell are you? I'm the doctor, and I just snogged Madame de Pompadour.
I'm not gonna lie.
Who the hell are you? He put his heart and soul into that fucking line.
I thought he said, come on, was it gazelle?
Poisson.
No, I thought he said croissant.
No, again,
And I thought they were just
they just
being
be how
really-
racist.
Yeah.
My croissants, your frogs already. Things like no, not like that. No, not for.
Are you looking at me?
It's a human heart.
I mean, that's a bit presumptuous to know all the hearts in the whole in the whole wide universe now. Now you definitely know that's human.
He is the king, and I love him with all my heart. And I look forward to meeting him.
Imagine loving someone without actually meeting them.
Not wrong, no.
Oh yeah. I didn't even clock
Yeah.
onto that.
Every woman in
France.
Oh, there's trouble. What have you been up to?
Look at flirting straight away. Look at
Became the imaginary friend of a few. I would have met a horse.
that.
What's a horse doing on a spaceship? King's wife and the king's girl.
France. Different planet. Hello, Renette. Hasn't time flown?
Always comes down to that, doesn't it? The parts.
What's happened to the crew? Where are
Yeah, no. Is it?
See, I feel like if Rose said that, I would have gotten annoyed. But it's Mickey, so it's alright. He's funny.
Do you know what? That's actually probably one of the best points you ever made. Because I actually think he might be right. If Rose, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Please
exactly.
shut the fuck up. Mickey says, I'm like, oh, Mickey, you silly goof.
Why her?
Oh, shut up, Rose.
Full of history to choose from. Why?
Watch what it does.
Arthur.
Good name for a horse.
No, you can't keep the horse.
I'll let you keep Mickey, not
At any given point, if someone says to me, I can't have a horse, I would kick him off my ship. Immediately. Drop them, thrown on their doorstep. I can't have a horse. Fuck off.
There's only one way I can do that.
To be fair, why would they need another one?
Fireplace man.
Patrick, he mentioned a one.
Yeah, but he called her Cleo.
Such a lonely little boy. Lonely then and lonelier now. How can you bear it?
How did you do that?
Doctor Who.
Yes! Did the thing.
It's more than just a...
And 4 more.
Oh,
Spread. God, they know how to party.
Oh, look what the cat dragged in. The oncoming storm.
You sound just like your mother.
What have you been doing? Where have you been?
Well, they took a while to kick in, didn't they?
How do you just switch them off?
How do you do that? I guess because they remember they're all droids from the ship. They're just tech droids. Mm-hmm. So obviously he's just fucking pushed the button that connected them all there.
Oh, I didn't see him push the button.
Well, he pushed the lever, didn't he? Scary?
No.
Just pissed on him.
Yeah.
weary traveller must always take the slower path.
Who's right about you?
The monsters and the doctor. It seems you cannot have one without
So
the
I'd say
other.
goes hand in hand.
Tell me about it.
What?
Is this not? This is bad, no? She's gonna go back to her time, and it'll be months. She'll be missing for months.
Yeah. Well,
It was just not how it
yeah.
was written.
Yeah.
I need to stop using.
I mean, it could be one of those ones where, depending on how long she's in here, she might get back. Then it's like, but then again, how can her life continue if she's not there to continue it? So time might stop working there as soon as she leaves.
Okay, that's a good point.
That was alright, wasn't
That
it?
was
I
actually
pulled
good.
that right out of my arse.
Words mean nothing. You are nothing.
Wow, Jesus.
We don't have a truck. I know we don't have a truck.
We've got to try
Horse.
something.
No, smash the glass, smash the time window. There'll be no way back.
Stupid fuck. I need a truck. I'll get a second best thing. Horse. Because that's the same, isn't it? You idiots.
You can get some big, chunky, muscly horse.
This is Versailles. This is the royal
They are
court.
units.
And we are
We do not require your feet.
You did well. You did well to predict that.
This is my lover, the King of France.
Yeah? Well, I'm the Lord of Time.
Boo-hoo!
I'm not winding you up.
For fuck's sake.
Ha ha!
We can't fly the TARDIS without him. How's he gonna get back?
It is pretty fucked up that, to save her life, he stranded them on that ship with no way of getting back.
Why can't they fly the TARDIS without him?
'Cause
She
he-
has before.
She's flown the
He was
TARDIS because
unconscious. I swear he was.
because she looked into the heart of the TARDIS and the heart of the TARDIS looked into her. She
Do
was
that
she
again.
was. Yeah, they had a big fucking truck to open that up. They haven't even got a horse now. But it's fucked up that he's practically killed them.
Oh well.
Hey, no, we like Mickey.
Oh, sorry.
Even if the actor was
There were many doors between my world and yours. Can you not use one of the others?
When the mirror broke, the shock would have severed all the links with the ship.
But the fireplace is completely fine.
That's the thought. I'm going to need money. Wasn't a bit vague
Really?
about
I
money.
don't know. I was trying to predict it.
What the fire.
I don't know.
But why would a fireplace be fine if
Because the title of the thing is
Yeah, but
the fireplace.
that's 'cause-
and he has to get back somehow.
there's a horse.
And he'll use the horse.
the
So
horse.
here you are.
And now it's a flying horse.
The fireplace.
You motherfucker. That's 2 out of 2 now.
Fireplace for your bedroom. Wish me luck.
No.
I mean, it's so sad, but that's a great reaction.
Madame de Pompadour.
She's gonna be like all old.
Often wished you'd visit again. You know how women are.
Wow.
Leaving Versailles for the last time. Only 43 when she died. What does she say?
Something about stairs. Oh.
None of your business!
Imagine how bad he must feel. Like he said 2 minutes, and she's probably waiting the rest of them. What? She was 37. So...
You'll come to find that there's a lot of people that wait around for this bitch.
Yeah, but it's just.
No, look, Sarah Jane put in last episode as well. She basically said like, "I waited for you. Like I've been waiting for you since then." And look at me now. She's gotten older, and he just some of them will wait forever. But I told you he's a bitch.
It's Rose's fault.
Time you show me around the rest of this place.
Leave him be. Oh, they're holding hands and everything.
Godspeed, my lonely angel.
Can't you just go back in time?
No, because this is part of the events now. So that's what you say. So you can't go back on yourself to then do that. It's not in the timeline. So he's following his path on this timeline like this. He can't then go back there to then carry on then, because then it just causes a paradox. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no, yeah, it does.
Okay.
Oh,
That's why.
because that was the name of
The
the
ship, yeah. I don't know whether that portrait is actually Madame
Really?
de Pompadour, if that's her, or if they've, but the actress looks a lot like her, if that is it. Yeah, fucking Moffat, man. He knows. I feel like Stephen Moffat, when he wrote this, he basically thought, I want to write this entire thing specifically about Madame de Pompadour, and I'm just gonna work around everything like that. And it's I just got the way he structures things, the way he thinks, it's just so, I love him so much. And that was our reaction to Doctor Who Season 2 Episode 4, The Girl in the Fireplace. Thoughts?
I'm a bit distraught, to be honest. Wow.
It was fucking heartbreaking, wasn't it? Oh god, I forget how fucking, oh god, the camera's gone. Yeah, how deep that one is. It really is, especially when you get towards the end, because I love that episode. But Moffat, like I was saying, Moffat has this, he can toe the line between things being so wonderful and grand and look at that, but then he can then just crush your soul like that. And to give you that, because here's the thing, is that if we knew about her death like that, and then we then forgot about it, and they then came back, we were like, oh yeah, but it's just like it's just sort of like alright, cool, gonna give her a little bit of hope, and she's dead. Like, it's just like, oh, you fucker, you knew exactly. But yeah, no, it is. But what do you think of the episode, though?
It's my favourite.
It's my favourite. It's my favourite. Of this new season, definitely. I think, again, the first season, I think the series finale and also Moffat's The Two Pair, You, My Mummy, are my favourites as well. I'd have to rethink this. But this, again, it's something about Moffat writing, man. I love him so much. It's so good. But it was even like something I picked up this time watching it, the music was different from the other type of music they use.
When it started, I was like, oh wait, this sounds good.
Yeah. It had that sort of like, that's using a lot more strings, like string instruments and like piano work. And then, but then obviously then they had the specific music for the Clockwork Monsters, because like every time they come out, they're like, that's sort of like, yeah. But I also love the fact that they kept for their villain, they obviously had that, but then they also just kept the ticking in there, and that was haunting enough to have them just like, for example, that opening scene with them. Sorry, not opening scene, but the scene with them when you hear it and you can. It zooms in, you can hear it, and then he's like talking, you can that made you jump. What do you think of their design?
The monsters.
Yeah.
Design. I liked it. I liked the masks.
The mask.
Not the inside. It was kind of boring.
No, but the mask itself was creepy as fuck. But that's what. And when I took the mask on, I was like, oh, it's just a clock.
Yeah.
Now, later, I'll watch more. I look at it because the mechanism of a clock is fucking insane, and that's why the Doctor loves it that so much, because he's a lord of time, and time is, time we measure is a clock. Like the So like that's why. You might not know, things to do with Gallifrey. That has a lot of this to do with cogs. Like it would be as if like in a clock or something like that, to a machine. But yeah, but I love the editor. But even then, that's what it looks. But they're creepy as fuck. But again, Moffat. You go, are you my mummy? God, it was just a wee boy in a gas mask. And now this one, it was just a giant clocks that tick, and it's like, oh, how are you doing this so well? Like, how are you picking so randomest things and it's still creepy as fuck? What did you think of the relationship between the Doctor and Madame de Pompadour?
If there were no repercussions, I would hope for her to replace Rose.
I think here's the thing. I think no. I was about to say the majority of people. But no. But I would have loved like having had her, or at least her getting just a little thing, just something that like if she got to go to a stair. But again, Moffat, fucking bastard, ripped that from us.
I liked seeing the Doctor actually like with him and Rose. It's like hey
Yeah.
banter, but with him and Madame
De Pompadour. Yeah.
It was like an actual like love connection. I thought it was
Yeah,
quite sweet.
it was very sweet. It was very, very sweet. That I wasn't. It was a. She, listen. Well done on you not making a diddler joke, because he basically saw her grow up, and then 2 minutes later he was kissing her.
I was
waiting for you to say something. I was, and especially when he went into the room with her as a kid as well. And
there was someone under the bed. It was like,
well done for not making a diddler joke. So even though I was there, like he's gonna break, he's definitely gonna do it. But it is like kind of creepy. But then again, because he deals with time, he won't see these things as a. So for us, we've like obviously he's met her as a kid, and then 2 minutes later he's snogging her.
Yeah.
And then it's like we're like, oh, like I'm thinking like that's a bit weird, but at the same time, because he deals with those sort of things at the time, that would not register to him as like a thing, you know.
Also, she during that scene when they were she was reading his memories,
yeah, she was walking through. Yeah.
So she knew how old he was as well.
Yeah. So and she was still interested. Yeah. Yeah. Again,
age doesn't matter. Age is just a number.
We're not doing this again. But that's why I think that's what something I really enjoy about, especially with Moffat's writing. But when they do this with the Doctor, is that when they don't just make it so the Doctor is always the most like sort of not powerful, but the one that's like knows all. When these people can do things to shock him to the point that he's like he was taken aback, and Moffat. He did. There's a significant point in Tennant's era where I'm like, it still gives me chills. So we'll get to that when we do. But yeah. But I think that they have a sort of they establish a relationship in such a short time that was like I get this. I get why she's like, you know, I love this man. Or even though she's loving the King of France, even though she hadn't met him, and then, but also then, I get why he's like, I'll go the slow path for you. First, you know, that dress, like she looked good, but also it was like you've what a woman. Speaking of woman, the Roso-meter.
You know what? This actually might be why it's one of my favourite episodes. She wasn't in it too much.
Right, I'll go, you know, when she was in it, she did have like a few sort of like, why her? And I was like, Rose. But then she had those moments where she then spoke to Madame de Pompadour, like, and like, there was like no animosity. It was just her being caring. And I was like, I'd say that was the lowest Rose annoyance for me.
Yeah, I'd probably, if last time
was a 4. Yeah, for me, this is a 2.
I'd say a 3, because she still annoyed me going, oh, Mickey, let's go on an adventure.
Holding his hand. Yeah, you know, I'm bumping up to 3, yeah. That was probably the 3. Yeah, 3. God, I'm bumping up to 4 now, actually. No, it's 3. What do you find, how have you found it having Mickey aboard the ship now?
I was thinking this during it. It helps cancel out Rose's annoyingness.
It does bring a different level to it, because she has someone else to bounce off of, where it's not just her like a love me. It's like she can have her fun and they can interact, and that's grand. It's not just that sort of thing. But yeah, no, he's a great addition. He's a great addition to having us up. Again, he's the one that could be shocked by. He's the one that can be now shocked by things rather than Rose. Rose can take another step into where she kind of knows things, and also he's the humor. You get that character who's the humor. So we've gone through the villains. We've gone through Madame de Pompadour, Mickey, Rose. Something just popped in my head there, and I was about to say. How did you find the Doctor this episode?
I really liked him, but I think he was a bit reckless.
Oh, 1000% reckless. Just walking, swanning into someone's fucking fireplace, and then he's then sort of like swanning back out, going, "I'll be 2 minutes," even though you know, firstly, you know how fucked up that time is, and secondly, right, You're a lord of time. You should know. You should
Yeah.
sense time is gonna fuck up at some point. How have you let that little fucking reckless? He was a little bit reckless.
Like when he said, "Oh, 2 minutes,"
Yeah.
I knew straight. I thought in my head straight away, he's gonna come back and either she'll be old or dead.
Well, that's the thing is when you said old, I was like, oh, that's 2 out of 3. You didn't predict it.
I thought dead in my head, but
You said,
I was,
oh, yeah.
I was gonna say old, and then I was gonna get or dead, but
Yeah.
it was playing out, so I just went, "Oh, I'll leave it."
Yeah. No, it's again. It's such a sad moment. Even seeing the King of France, just so distraught by it as well. I was like, oh, fucking no. Yeah, he is a little bit reckless, but again, it was nice seeing him have softer moments with, like, someone that isn't Rose.
Yeah.
But again, people probably were probably saying like, well, how can you be like that with Madame de Pompadour? Like, you'd be cool, Madame, but with Rose, it's different. So how would you answer that? If someone was like, well, you're like with them going like, oh, they're so cute and like all that sort of stuff. But when Rose does it, we're like, oh, what's the difference?
We hate Rose.
No, but why do we dislike Rose because of that? Because again, it's
just Madame is just a nicer character, and I'd say fresh as well. So
because here's the thing for me, my thing, and always has been, and it will be, is that for this show to work, you cannot have the companion and the
protagonist.
Yeah, and the doctor. So the doctor being in a relationship, or it's just too much. It's but you can do this as it go with this characters further on, which I think this works and this doesn't work. But for me, is that for you to have such a groovy relationship, for everything to all click and be mellow, and you actually enjoy it. I do think that they should be friends. No sort of like, well, they won't they? Sort of like I'm longingly staring at you. You know how much I get. It can't work out that way. I will say this though. Now that we finished it here, are you going to probably go and Google search Madame de Pompadour?
I was thinking about it maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't really care about her.
No.
I just cared about the episode.
Yeah, no. You should have, I do that all the time when I'm watching it, and it's something to do with history. And honestly, this is how most of the things happen to me. Is that I did it about Hamilton. Did you watch Hamilton, the one that's on Disney?
No, but I know it is.
Yeah. So I watched that, and I was like, wow, that was great. And then me and Lana watching, she was like, yeah, that was good. She was like, I wonder if all of it's true. And I was like, oh, it'll be loosely based on stuff. And I do a lot of things is that when I finish it, I then go, cool. I then lie down or sit down somewhere, go onto the internet, and I'm for about 2 hours just looking into their like life. And I did that with Madame de Pompadour. Again, it's since then, because I saw this ages ago, it's gone. Couldn't tell you anything other than about Madame de Pompadour. But obviously, if I then read through, oh yeah. So, but that's what I know. I don't know if that'll be like you, but when I, especially with Doctor Who, when it deals with someone that's a historical figure that I don't know about already, then that I go searching into them after that. But I don't know. She I'm afraid to search her, and she looks nothing like your woman. God. Well, just yeah. So yeah, I think overall this is in your favourite. Overall, it's been your favourite because it's the concept
I don't know,
of
though.
Like because of what, school reunion.
No, there's nowhere near to this. But
What about Tennant's
I feel
first?
like something could easily overtake it because I don't like how it ended. I feel like the ending is kind of like
Oh, but it's
it's not ruined it, but just
it's a gut punch. It is a gut punch ending, but then also the fact that this all happened just because of the name of the ship.
yeah. But I don't know.
But
just
again,
feel like
it's such a quirky thing. It's just so fucking Moffat.
but I just feel like if he didn't take too long and they just went to go see a star,
Yeah.
I would have been happy with my life. This would have been the best episode I've ever seen.
Yeah, okay, but against these not all these things can get a nicely tied bow.
Yeah, well then, I'd rather a bunch of school kids die than her. Like, no, not just random school kids, because
why are you sacrificing children?
School reunion. I would much rather them all eat the children.
Yeah, but of course, but this one you couldn't change her. That's how she died.
Yeah.
You can change it.
But you could have just hurried up.
No, of course, but it's more impactful that he didn't. Because it would have been nice, don't get me wrong, and they do have certain nice moments in like future episodes. Yeah, but not that there. It's a gut punch, and I wish there's apparently I wish that never, but because that's the ending, that's why I hurt so much. I wish it was. I wouldn't change that ending.
I would 100%.
No.
Then I'd be satisfied. So you'd rather just be like, oh.
Yeah, no.
Satisfied.
Sometimes you need a gut punch finish. You do. You need to have a heavy heart before you go to bed so you can cry. It's just how it is. No, I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't. Now I know that you're saying you don't want to pick it, but you are picking it as your favorite so far. So I will say this. The next episode, I don't think will beat this episode for you, but still a good episode. So something forward to. Yeah, no. I think we're sort of. You'll know when shit episodes come in because I'll just be like, I know what I'm gonna say when I know a shit episode coming. When we say it, I'm just gonna go, I'm sorry, and that's what I'm gonna do. So let's go forward. But yeah, I think. So yeah, so we're giving 2 thumbs up for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it's really really sad. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, that's good. I need to. I'm gonna go. Cry over Madame de Pompadour's death. Yeah, cool. All right, we're gonna leave it there, guys. So if you like these types of video, if you like this video, please like the video. Comment down below what you thought of this episode when you first seen it. Did you research Madame de Pompadour? What do you think of the villains? All that sort of stuff. Did you just tell us? Do you hate Rose as well, please? Yeah. Just all that stuff. So if you like these type of videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get a notification every time I upload. There's a bunch of other videos to do. Well, me and him obviously doing this series. Got me and my mate Josh doing the Marvel Cinematic Universe films. He hasn't seen any of those. And I just do my normal ones as well. So if you're interested in any of that, have a look around, see what takes your fancy. But other than that, guys, we'll see you out there. You dot fast. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm too distraught.
Madam!